very hearty welcome to all my students. Welcome to my channel, and in today's class we are going to see uh, a program where we would be reading some values in the form of key value pairs. We will be storing them in a dictionary and we would be writing that dictionary to a disk file. So let us see how to do that program. So let me type the question first of all. So it is: write a program in Python to accept names of people and their phone numbers and store them in a binary file. The object should be a dictionary. So it's going to be a very simple program where we would simply take a few key value pairs which would be where the keys would be the names of people, names of persons, and the values would be the phone numbers of persons, their phone numbers. So this way we are going to create a dictionary and we are going to store the name and phone numbers of people in that dictionary. So let us start with the program. So we will be first doing the program and then we would be doing the dry run also. So I'm creating a new window over here. I will be saving it. So I usually save all my programs over here within Python programs, and I'm creating a program named telephone directory.py. Now within this I'm going to create the file. So first of all we will import the pickle module and we will open the file. So our file is going to be open files telephone, or we can simply write it as directory.dat, and as the file mode we will be writing WB, that is write mode as well as binary mode. Now within this program what we are going to do is simply we are going to ask for values in a directory. So for that we need to create a dictionary. So let us first create a dictionary. Let me name the dictionary as phone book, and I will use the dict function in order to create an empty dictionary. And now I will be first asking for values from the user. So again the usual drill, you know the drill already. While ans is equals to y, we will be asking for the values from the user. So p name represents person name, so we will be using the input function. Enter the name of the person. And for phone number, now because normally phone number is something where on which we do not need to perform any calculation, so we are going to ask for the phone number and let it be recognized as a string only. So enter the phone number, and once we have done this we can add it to our dictionary, that is phone book. P name equals phone number, where p name acts as the key and phone number acts as the value. So this way I can add a key value pair to my dictionary, and then I would be asking for more values. But before doing that, okay, I'll be asking for more values over here. Do you want to continue? The user will say yes or no, and if the user says yes, then this process would continue. So this way what will happen, a phone book will be created, a dictionary would be created. So this part is only for creating a dictionary named phone book. We haven't written anything in the file yet. So writing in the file will be now writing the phone book to binary file, and I've already given the name to the binary file as directory.dat. So we are going to write that name, that phone book, that dictionary to the binary file. So we'll be doing it in this way. First, I'm going to simply take pickle dot dump, and you know that in dump function the first argument is always the object. So here, as we have already created the phone book object, that which is a dictionary, so we will be writing, taking that, and we would be sending the file handle. So the file handle is fout. So once all our data is written to the file, you can simply close the file to save all the changes to the file. So let's run the program and see. So it's asking for the name of the person. So let us provide a name, and let me provide any short number over here. And I will be pressing no. And now let's check whether our file is created or not. So we'll go to our folder. We'll go to Python programs. We'll go to we'll go to files, and within this we will first search for our telephone directory. Okay. So it was files directory.dat. So let's see if that is there. Yes, directory.dat has been created over here. As you can see it right now. So it has been created here. So we are going to simply double click this and check what is there. Yes, so we can see, you can still make out that is Amit Raj, S. Velan, Kavita Rao. Values are there, and the values, the phone numbers, because they were also stored as strings. So you can figure out those values also over here, but along with them, some additional garbled characters are also appearing. So this is where we have created a phone book, but now we also need to read the values from the phone book. And for this, what we are going to do is we are going to create another file where we can read the values from the phone book. So let's go to new file, and let's save this as the name read telephone directory.py. So we will be doing this. So now import pickle module, and over here we have to read the values into the, we have to read the values from the binary file and display them. Now writing was quite straightforward, but now for reading the file the method is a bit complicated. So let us first understand. It's not that complicated, it's a bit tricky. So we will try to understand how the read operation will be performed. Now because the data is saved in the form of objects which we have provided, and the object here is a dictionary. So one whole dictionary which contains some 3 to 5 names will be read together as a block. And if you want to store more such key value pairs, that is more pairs of person names and phone numbers, then it will be taking different dictionary objects and saving them together as a whole, and every time you read you will be reading each dictionary object separately. So let us first understand this. So we have over here a file which contains these key value pairs. So normally we had taken, I'll take the values from here. The first value was Amit Raj. So I will take the first value, that is Amit Raj. and his phone number was something 123. Normally in a dictionary it would be saved like this. Then the second name was S. Velan, and his phone number was something like 456, and the last one was Kavita Rao, and her phone number was 789. So this was one dictionary object which you saw here. So this one dictionary object has to be saved together in a disk file. So this whole object, this whole dictionary would be sent as one whole object to the binary file. And in the binary file, this whole object would be stored as one single unit. Next time when you read more values, they would also be stored in the form of an object. And then again, if you want to store again an object, so that would also be stored as an object. And at the end, you would have the EOF, that is end of file. Now to read this object, already it is in this way. Consider this as the dictionary which contains these names Amit Raj and 123 and S. Velan as 456, and you have this object over here. So, and likewise you have some other objects also. Each of these blocks which you see over here is a separate telephone directory. Sorry, each of these blocks which you see here is a separate dictionary object. And at the end we have the EOF. So for read operation, first of all, your file pointer is set at the beginning. It reads this whole object, and once it reads the whole object, the file pointer is set at the beginning of the second object. The second object is also read, file pointer is set over here at the beginning of the third object. This is also read, it is set at the beginning of the fourth object. Once this is also read, your file pointer is set at EOF. So we need to detect EOF in our program. So for this only, what we are going to do is we will be using a try and except block. Usually, if we want to test a code, we write it within the try block, and sometimes in our program, because of some problem or the other, some unexpected situation occurs, and that situation is known as exception. An exception is raised which is owing to a specific situation, like file not found is an exception, IO read error, that is an exception, division by zero exception. Okay, so these types of certain unavoidable circumstances which occur in our program, they are what? Exceptions. So to handle those exceptions, we use the try and except block. So we would be specifying the EOF condition in the except block, such that till the time the EOF, the moment the EOF is encountered in your file, your program should terminate, or this processing, this try block should terminate. Try block would continue executing till the time EOF is not reached. So this can be used as a tool for detecting EOF in our text files, sorry, in our binary files. So let us switch over to our program. So here we are with our program. So we will be defining an object over here, files, and let us first check the name of the file. So you already get a small list over here. The name of my file was directory.dat. So I will select that, and now I will be using RB as my file mode, which is for performing read operations on binary files. And let me take an empty dictionary, or name the dictionary as phone book, as I had taken it earlier. So I can simply assign none to it, just to specify that it doesn't hold any valid data right now. Now I would be using the try block within this while true, that till the time That is, I'm using an infinite loop because I need a loop for reading all the dictionary objects from the file. So till the time now, because right now our file contains only one object, so even without this try except block, it will execute. So first I will demonstrate that to you. So in order to read something from the file, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply write here pickle dot load and the name of my file object. So this will load the entire dictionary, that is, which consists of three names. As I told you, the whole dictionary would be read into your phone book dictionary, the phone book object. Okay. So now over here, I'm going to print phone book, and finally I'm going to close the file, save it. Now let's run the program, and you can see that exactly one object has been read. So the way in which you had provided the values, in the same way the value has been saved in your file. Now let us try experimenting with inserting a few more objects in the file. So because I have to insert a few more objects, so now write mode is not going to help me. I have to switch it to the A mode, that is append mode. So append will set the pointer at the end of the file, as you can see over here. It will be setting the pointer at the end of the file, and once you start writing something, that new data adding would get added from here. That is like this. So more data could be added over here, and whichever is the end of the file, EOF will be set over there. So let us see how we can do this. So we had just made a small correction over here, that is to add a, and our program would execute. So I'm going to again run. Now already our program, our binary file contains the records of Amit Raj, S. Velan and Kavita Rao. So I'm adding a few more names here. So I have added three more names in the file. So let's check whether we can read those names or not. So I'm switching over to read. And now if I read this, it's going to read only the first one. But we have a second dictionary object also. So for doing that, I'll have to close all this, delete all this, and I will be using the try block, while true, and I'll be reading the values in phone book. So I will type here phone book input. Sorry, I'm very sorry, not input. It would be pickle dot load and the name of the file object, that is pin, and print phone book. Once I print phone book, now I can again go back here, type except EOF error. If end of file error occurs, that is if this exception occurs, in that case what to do? Just you can print a small message, that's all in the file, and you can simply type pass. That is not to do anything. So this, what will happen is, once you complete this and you run the program, your program is going to execute till the time end of file is reached. So fin dot close, and now let's see what we get. So you can see that you are getting two different objects. The first one which we created on the first run of the program, the second object which we created after changing the file mode to AB, that is append binary, and with the help of that, what happened was a new object consisting of three more names was added to the file. This way, as many times as you want, you can run your program, and your program is going to complete its execution only after EOF is encountered. So it has read the first one, then it checks for EOF, that is end of file error. Until and unless it finds the end of file, it will go on reading these objects and printing them, doing the processing according to our requirement. And the moment this EOF is encountered at that time, these statements written within except block will be executed. And pass says not to do anything. Okay, so if let us see what would happen if we override this pass. There also it will execute the statement, that is print, that's all, and it's going to just exit the try except block, and our file would be closed because we have provided a close function over here. Students, that's all in today's class. We studied about how to uh, create a file, a binary file, store a dictionary into it, and not just in the write mode but also using the append mode, and also to read the contents from the file.